Hello and Namaste. Welcome to this session. We are talking about the camera which is actually capturing whatever you are doing in Blender. So this is going to be one interesting session for you. Concept of camera is not new anymore, and with the advent of mobiles and the penetration which is having all over the country, everyone has a camera in their mobiles nowadays. Actually most of them have it. I still have friends who don't use mobiles which have cameras by choice. So camera is a very well known concept, but give it a thought. Have you ever imagined the application of camera in real life? What actually camera does? Well, camera is a device which will allow you to crop the image area and leave the non-image area aside. Are you getting puzzled? So let us take an example. Right now when I am talking to you in this lecture, I am standing in a studio here. So this is the studio where we record our lectures. If you see from the different camera which we have put up specially for this purpose, you will be able to see the entire studio. Now what can you see? You can see the entire setup here. You can see the chair and the laptop I am using, even my editor who is sitting here, and the editing machines here which are put up here to see the live feeds. You can see all of that right now because I have put up a camera to show you these particular things. However, when we switch to the main shooting camera of the face, you are not able to see any one of these things. You can only see me and the background, that's all. So that is what camera does. It just eliminates the unnecessary things and shows whatever is within the frame. And what is the advantage? Advantage is you can decide the frame. You can decide where to place the camera so that the ingredients of the frame look as beautiful as you want them to be. So Blender is not an exception for that. Like any other 3D software, Blender also has a camera. But Blender also has an unlimited 3D space, which we call it as a particular world. So Blender also has an unlimited 3D world, which is having any number of objects you can add to. But when it comes to putting a camera frame and showing only what you want to show it to the world, that's when we start using camera. And how do we show it? Well, we have learnt in the numpad preferences. The shortcut for that is the numpad 0. So the moment you press 0, you get this dark grey overlay on top of the scene, which will tell you that whatever is within this frame is the only thing which is going to be out, or the render out option for this particular camera. So we will tell you how to render this in the couple of slides which are coming after this, but we just wanted to clarify at this point that we cannot take the entire 3D world as the output. Therefore we put up a camera, and within the camera we can take whatever we want to and then take that output. Blender has multiple cameras. There are different options with different aperture sizes, different lenses, and all these parameters are very easily manageable. You can actually edit all of them and set your own preferences for that. However, for the basic course like what we are doing now, we are not going to go into much of detail of that. Right now we are happy with the standard camera which is offered as a default. We will be using that camera most of the time. Probably we will try to figure out how to change that, but mostly we are going to only position it in different places, but we are not going to change any parameters of that. We will take it up maybe in the subsequent courses. Once you are aware about the camera, then it is important to know how to align that camera the way you want it to be. So it is very simple because you have already learnt the basic shortcuts of grabbing, scaling, rotating. However, camera cannot be scaled, but you can actually grab the camera and move it. So we will show you how. Okay, so use all the mouse actions whatever you have been already discussing all this while to see that the position of the object in the 3D viewport is at the desired position. You can also use your numpad shortcuts what you have learnt already. So you can put numpad plus and minus for zooming and zoom out. You can use 2, 3 and 4 to rotate it. Finally, when you are done with this particular view, for example, I like this view right now of the object. If I am satisfied with this, let me just zoom it a bit. I can use mouse scroll button actually to zoom some part of it. Okay, now I am okay with this. If this is the desired position, then you have to use a shortcut which is Alt plus Control plus 0, so that the camera gets locked. Now you can see the border has appeared alongside, which says that this is the camera view now. So whatever you had as the 3D view has now been converted to the camera view, which is very useful tool right now, because most of the time it is very difficult to pick up the camera and push it and place it in a proper location. Instead of that, just use the 3D viewport window, adjust the objects in such a way that you would like to have it in the camera. Once you are done with it, press the shortcut Alt plus Control plus 0, and then you should be able to get the camera position locked. Same thing can be done in Macintosh. However, for Linux it is not so easy, because this shortcut, although it is shown on the screen that this shortcut is the same, it will not work in Linux. So what is the solution for that? So set up the object the way you want to, right. So suppose I want to keep it like this. After I am done with this, I will just go to the view option on the 3D viewport window, go and select this align view option, and within align view the option says align active camera to view, and if you click on that, then you can get the particular view as the camera view from then onwards. So camera will be always connected to this view now. This is also possible in Windows and Macintosh by using the mouse, what we just demonstrated. So just take a note of this, that this shortcut does not work in Linux. So the workaround is that use mouse and select the particular option. When you are done with this particular setting, if you want to further fine tune the way you have placed the camera, then you can again recall your earlier shortcuts. So use G for grab, press G, that will actually hold the camera, and now using the scroll button on the mouse, you can either zoom in or zoom out of whatever level you want to. Similarly, if you want to rotate the camera, you can press R on the keyboard, and then you can move the mouse again, it will rotate the camera. Remember, do not use the scroll button here, you have to move the mouse itself. So that is all about it. In subsequent lectures, we are also going to teach you how to render videos about it. So I think that will come later. For right now, thank you very much and watch the next video.